If you've been training for longer than a minute, you know that not all exercises are created equal. Some of them have mild benefits, while others can drastically change your entire life, your strength, your overall fitness, your quality of life, your entire physiology, and can make the difference between surviving old age and thriving as you grow older. So today, we're gonna go through 5 exercises that you will do if you know what's best for you. So if you're ready, let's go and have some fun. The farmer walk is not just some common peasant activity, but it is one of the exercises that improves one of the most, if not the most, activity our body goes through, which is walking. Not only does it strengthen your legs, but it is also an insanely effective balance and core exercise while giving you strength for pretty much your entire body. And there is one technique, one trick you can use to make the farmer walk even more effective, and that is using 2 different weights. Forcing your core to stabilize through engagement of your obliques and your transverse abdominis while you are walking to help you build more core strength and also more spinal erector strength, which is very important if you want to keep your spine healthy and strong. Not to mention that we're also strengthening one of the most important yet most neglected body parts, which are our feet and our toes, which, when weak, lead to increased risk of injury. So using farmer walks can be one of the most amazing additions to your longevity workout routine and can help you build full body strength and coordination, which in turn will help you advance all kinds of other training aspects and exercises as well. When I tell you that the squat is probably one of the top 5 most amazing exercises that have ever been invented, I'm not exaggerating, and I'm not talking about the baby movement that some people consider a squat, bringing their hips to knee height. I am talking about ass to grass all the way, full range of motion, helping you build massive mobility in your ankles, knees, and hips, as well as control over all of those areas, in conjunction with building balance and helping your body regain one of the most important abilities that sadly a lot of people have lost, which is being able to sit down in an ass to grass deep squat. And here's how you use the ATG squat to its full potential to reap as many benefits as possible. You're going to front load your squats and move down all the way as well as all the way up. You're going to back load your squats, shifting the type of engagement we have in our muscles from the front side to the back side and vice versa. You're going to asymmetrically load your squats, forcing one side to work a lot harder than the other one, which is going to help us increase our balance and our overall full body control. And then you will use the ATG squat as a foundation for one of the most elite mobility exercises, which is the 90-90 switch or the 90-90 mobility move. An exercise that combines internal and external rotation in our hip, massive strength in our hip flexors and our cores, amazing mobility for our ankles and strength for our foot musculature, and pro athlete control over your lower body, which is, once again, one of the most important things you need to start working on if you want to have a nice quality of life and if you want to work on your longevity. For a full breakdown, you can check out this video where we'll go through it step by step. This leads us to exercise where I have invested probably the most amount of time fitness-wise in my entire life. For good reason, because it is the king of upper body exercises. I am of course talking about the pull-up, and I don't want you just to learn the classic overhand latissimus dominant pull-up. That is just preliminaries, that is just child's play. Because once you get there, you are opening up a whole new world of pulling exercises, from the classic archer pull-up to typewriter pull-ups to circular motions where we combine every single upper body muscle fiber into one movement pattern, and dozens of variations you can check out in this video. But overall, most importantly, we are practically mastering our upper body in its entirety and using one of the most amazing bodyweight exercises to increase our overall fitness and health. Training-wise, it is one of the best things you can do for your entire body. Moving us to the exercise I invested probably the second most amount of time into, because this one is the king of all weighted exercises, that being the deadlift, building massive amounts of strength in your lower back musculature, in your leg musculature, in your traps and core, helping you build not just a strong physique, but a basically bulletproof one, strengthening not only your muscles, but also your tendons, your ligaments, your joints, and helping you keep one of the most injury-prone regions in your body healthy and safe, being your lower spine, lumbar spine, surrounded by your lower back musculature, your spinal erectors, which when trained properly are there to keep your spine safe and help it go through its full range of motion and its complete function. Not to mention, it is one of the most fun exercises to work on because it is a true testament to the human body strength, and you can pack on a lot of weight to this exercise as you progress, which, trust me, feels absolutely amazing and kept me motivated to, over the course of 5 years, move from a pretty shitty deadlift to deadlifting almost 3.4 times my own body weight. Which sounds like a lot, but is not as impressive once you know that I barely weigh 62 kilos, which is about 4.5 eagles or something in freedom units. And of course I saved the most important exercise for last. This one is the longevity king, with hundreds of studies and dozens of meta-analysis proving my point, and that is walking. Walking is the most sustainable form of cardio you can go through, one that you can basically practice every single day, and you should practice every single day, working your way up by tiny increments of 100 steps a week until you reach at the very least 8,000 steps a day. And if you are as obsessed with longevity as I am, you will make it a nice and clean, rounded 10,000 steps a day. Not only is walking an amazing way to strengthen your cardio system, and to do so every single day, it is also amazing for our psyche, with studies showing that walking itself makes people a lot happier than they are if they do not walk. And to be honest with you, it is a whole lot more fun than running. So if you do not do any of the other exercises that we went through today, for whatever reason you have, please at the very least, try and get your way up to 10,000 steps a day. That's all I'm asking for you. I'm not asking for much. It's like 2 hours of walking a day. That's nothing in compared to all the benefits you can reap from it, like being able to kiss your grandchildren goodbye and their children as well. So if you won't do it for yourself, at the very least, do it for them. Bonus exercise! You should start hanging yourself from a pull-up bar into a decompressive or passive hang. One of the most amazing exercises for lengthening your spine, releasing pressure in your back, in your shoulders, and pretty much every single joint in your body, strengthening your grip, which is a nice bonus to have, and helping you release all sorts of tension and injuries, helping you with your posture. If you have problems with a rounded back, scapular winging, frozen shoulder syndrome, or even shoulder impingement, all of these can benefit from passive hangs. Work your way up to 60 seconds per hang, and maybe do it 3 to 4 times a day over the course of the day, and see how fast your life improves with something as simple as hanging yourself. But that's it, my longevity Padawans. I release you into the wilderness. Go forth and build the body that doesn't just look the best, but feels the best, and can give you the most bang for your buck as you become older and as you get closer to becoming one of the fittest centenarians out there. And if you like the video and subscribe. Join us. We do stuff like that pretty regularly. And of course, you can unsubscribe whenever you feel like it. And I will see you very soon. So until then, have a good one. Captain Cairo. Peace out.